Well, hello.
Hey.
Hello.
Hey, Summer. How's it going?
I'm good. How about yourself?
I brought some mint for you.
Ooh, thank you.
I have two, and I'm going to explain that later. But I'm here to help with herbs.
Herbs.
So why don't you take me to them?
Yes, let's go.
I don't know if that was natural enough.
Hello, this is the plant bus lady.
All right, so let's talk harvesting. Basil. Because you don't have to worry about these everleaf varieties flowering, if you had another variety, I like to grow plants that work with growers, not the ones that you are constantly having to battle. And sometimes with basil, it becomes a battle because if they're a heavy flowering basil variety, you're constantly out trying to pull flowers off of the plant so that it continues to produce leaves. These, they don't go to flower as frequently, actually until about August.
Okay.
So you don't have to worry about that until that point. But you do usually try to prevent your herbs from flowering if you want them to be producing leaves.
Yes. So anytime you see a little bud, just take it off. Do you usually pinch that off? Do you cut it off?
You can pinch it off. It depends on how thick the stalk is by that point. But when you are pulling herbs off, you always want to cut right above a node.
Okay.
And you know what a node is?
Yes. Like kind of where the leaves
come off the stem.
Yes.
So, and people always ask, how far above the node? Well, you really can go anywhere in between nodes right there. But this section between nodes is called internode. Like an interstate goes between states, internodes go between nodes. So you can cut anywhere on this internode. But I always recommend going 1/4 to 1/2 inch above a node, just because no new growth is going to occur from this. It only occurs from this point on the stem. And so if you leave this, it can end up making it look like a very sticky plant.
Okay. So it's more of an aesthetic thing.
It is an aesthetic thing. But in any given point, as long as you have, I'd say 3 nodes up the stem remaining on the plant, you can harvest down that far every time.
Okay.
Do you want any specific herb for me to...
I'll do some Thai basil.
Yeah,
today.
you want to cut it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Do the harvesting process.
Right here, we're gonna go for it.
Go for a nice solid cutting. Oop. Oh, yeah, you got a little side shoot too. At this point, if you're not going to use it immediately, like take it straight into the kitchen, because basil loves water, so it wilts also really fast. You can just stick it straight into a glass of water. And we, of course, did not have this on the ready. So if you want to go put it in some water,
I'm gonna go put it in
put it in some water before we keep going. So let's talk about harvest of some of your other herbs. Let's talk about parsley since it's in the same pot. So parsley, you always want to take the oldest growth. And it's unlike basil, because basil you're taking the top growth and forcing it to have other tip growth. Parsley, you take the oldest growth and the new growth then fills in. We're talking about that fountain effect of the new growth coming from the center. So the way you find the oldest growth is you go to the very base outside, the outer growth is the oldest growth.
It's kind of growing from the center and pushing everything out.
Right, right. And so, and I always suggest cutting all the way to the base so you don't have ugly stalks sticking out of the plant.
Well,
Again,
they just kinda,
aesthetic thing. They just look like lots of little pointless sticks sticking out of the center of your plant.
They don't grow from when you cut
No,
them.
they don't.
Dry up and...
They don't even really dry up. They just stay green
pokey.
and they look like something like a caterpillar ate your plant, which actually does happen with parsley because black swallowtails love to eat them.
Oh.
The stems are gonna get, I'd say, they can get up to colored pencil size girth.
Like from the base?
Yeah, from all the way. It's called Giant of Italy. This parsley's gonna get giant. It lasted for me all the way into January last year, and it had leaves bigger than the palm of my hand.
Wow.
And I have big gardener's hands. These are not tiny hands. This is a big parsley. So let's talk about the chives. Have you harvested at all from your chives yet?
I have done a little bit, yes.
So I noticed this one's a little high planted too. Do you know how I see? Do you see their little bulbs?
Oh, yeah.
So technically chives have their own little bulbs, like miniature onions.
Oh my gosh.
Or miniature garlic in a way, since these are garlic chives. You just take as much as you need straight from the base and they'll throw up new shoots from their bulbs.
Oh, perfect. So
and they expand laterally.
Like outwardly?
Like outward.
Okay.
Yes.
Do they kind of shoot because they seem kind of...
They'll get taller as they mature, but they aren't going to grow like a fountain, and they're not going to have a stem that shoots up and produces leaves from the stem. They're going to colonize. So they continue to form little bulbs side by side by side.
Oh, that is so cool.
And technically, an individual chive, it's a chive, but we call them chives because they always grow together.
It's a little bundle. Okay.
So
they are individual little
little
bulbs.
plants. This is one you do pretty much want to cut if you can. I mean,
Okay.
you want to make sure that you cut above the bulb, and the bulbs are usually buried all the way, so you don't always see them. But if you cut like right above here,
Where the green is?
then the bulb will be able to shoot out more green from it.
Is this all root down here? Is this like...
This is actually from it drying out.
Oh, okay.
These are leaves that are no longer with us. And actually in the greenhouse, mine get looking like this, especially in the summer. So it's normal to see some of that papery growth. You know, the outside of the onion kind of gets papery and you
Yeah.
remove that. These plants kind of have a similar feel. Sometimes they get some
Kinda
papery
dried
like
up.
around the base
You
of
have
the
green onions
chives.
for too long. They're a little... Ooh.
Yep, they get kind of papery. So that's normal. But you do want to make sure that you don't like completely pull out the bulbs when you're harvesting, because
It
that
needs
is
that.
where they're growing from. That's their storage, it's their base.
It's just give them a little haircut here and there.
So then also we got the thyme and the rosemary. Now thyme, rosemary, and basil and mint are all in the same family. They're in the mint family. A lot of our herbs are from the mint family. So these, they're gonna have all very similar harvest and growth methods. Rosemary's a little bit slower growing than basil is, so you just can't harvest quite as much as often.
If you'd like to make a call, please hang up and try again.